Today is Friday, April 24th, 2026. It is around 2:30 in the afternoon. We are going up Sawyer River Road to do an overnight. We're going to camp right below the tower on Carrigain and then come out tomorrow. And on our way out, we're going to bushwhack up to Signal Bridge parking lot peak, which is on the 500 highest. Just heard a gunshot. I was surprised by how many cars are parked in this parking lot right now. Probably 10 or so. Someone's shooting right ahead of us. There are some houses out here. The road is closed. Although even when the road is closed, I've seen someone drive up here they must be one of the landowners. They have a key. They come through. There's quite a washout. It's not there's no hunting season right now, I don't believe. I just looked it up a couple days ago, so I'm not sure what they're doing, but all right. We are off. Definitely snow on the higher summits, and Carrigain's pretty high, so I think we'll probably be camping in the snow tonight. We are 1 mile up now, and this is the area that has caused the road to be closed for the last couple of years. Still has enough space for a car to get around, but it's clearly been undermined. Ugh. I don't think there's really any plans to fix it. Not yet. This year they're fixing the Lincoln Woods Trail. So maybe once that's done, this will move back up. There's also a washed out road up in the Wild River that I think they have no intention of ever fixing, which is really a shame because it has a nice campground at the end of it and a lot of access into the Wild River. I was really hoping they would fix that, but I don't think so. All right, 1 mile road walk down. We are at the trailhead, exactly 2 miles in. We just passed 3 people coming out, and we saw one person in the parking lot and one other person was off trail near the parking lot. So there's still a bunch of people out here. Check that out. That's a tasty tree where the bugs are good. Parking lot would be over here on the other side. It's a large parking lot. Continue up the road to get to Sawyer Pond Trailhead. I think that's what that is. Goes out to puts you pretty close to the campsite for Sawyer Pond. Alrighty, now we're on trail. We are right after the place where the old trail splits with the new, and we just met some people coming down. They said the water crossing was fairly easy on the new section of trail, so we have come across. It was okay. Had to do some fancy hopping and stuff, walking on trees. The old trail crosses right here. I like that trail better, but it has other crossings on it as well. There's a person right now. One person just walked through that way. And there's another person down there right there. They took off their shoes, I think, and are getting ready to cross. And we are filtering water. Okay. How far in are we? 3.8 miles, including the road walk. We are about 5 3/4 miles up. This is a little view out to Kearsarge North. Whew. And we're around 3,400 feet of elevation right now. We have a steady monorail now. It's supportive, and we are not spiking currently. It's a little bit soft on top, but pretty quick going, except we're weighed down with our pack, so not moving that fast. All right, should be another mile or so, a little more, get to the campsite. All of the day hikers are now past us, and nobody else is camping up there as far as we know. There it is. We are up now on Signal Ridge, looking over at Mount Lowell. All the excellent slides. Washington. Looks like the summit might be in a cloud. Whew. A bit of a breeze. Fire tower straight ahead. And then if we come over here, I think we'll get a look over towards the Hancocks. We definitely do from the summit though, so let's see. And it is about 3 hours and 45 minutes, I think, since we left. Those are the Hancocks in close. Okay, we're gonna go set up camp and see what the sunset looks like. Right below, I don't know how to describe where I am. As you're coming up, before you get to the fire tower, there's a big open space that's very obvious right over here. And then this spot right here, I think the edge of that, it's really hard to tell. There's a water source for when they had the fire wardens cabin. And I think maybe the cabin was in that spot over there. I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's still some snow on the ground. But about, I don't know, first time we came up here, probably 6 years ago, there was a sign up that said that it had been polluted and not to drink from, even if you filter. So I've just always been erring on the side of caution to not take water from there. And I can't find it anyway right now, so it's a good thing we watered up when we did. I have seen other people get water there. I don't know. I guess I just want to be safe, and I'd rather just carry the water, even though it's a lot of weight. Okay, we've got some monorail here and some bare ground. And we should be turning the corner, do a little climb, and we'll be at the campsite. It will be on the left. It is marked with a campsite sign, and it's right before the fire tower. The fire tower is literally right there. And then we have a camping sign. And there's a fire ring right here. And a spot right here. We've camped up here 2 other times. Both times, are we gonna go up there? I think we should. Both times we've camped up higher. It just seems.
There's a spot, it's got snow like this.
Yeah.
But it's nice and
yeah,
flat.
we've been in that spot. So you can see there's some herd paths up here. Maybe you can't see, but there are. There's a cut tree. Come out here. There you go. Yeah, this is where we're gonna camp. And we should be able to do a bear hang in here fairly easily. This is a view out to the Sandwich Range. Let's take a look. Passaconaway right in front of me. We had pretty decent views of the Sandwich Range and the Tri-Pyramids as we were coming up through the trees because they haven't leafed out yet, really. Perfect. Okay, oh look, someone's shovel. A little rusty. I wonder how long that's been there. Okay, we made it, and it's got daylight still. Sunset is around 7:40 tonight, so I am at 6:40. So we still have some time. John is down near the trail, so we're well off trail now. We made it through the night. It is now Saturday morning, April 25th, and we did a hang, not a super legal, like strictly 10 feet, whatever, but we did a hang on a tree over here. It was undisturbed in the night. And here's our tent. Yeah, we were okay. I thought it was fine. I'll tell you our gear in case you're interested. We have Thermarest. What are those called? What are they called? Exotherm?
What?
The pads? Xtherm.
Excellent.
Xtherms. They're basically their 4-season pad. They have an R rating of like 6.3 or something. Just gonna see if I had one out. Definitely need that. I put my sit pad from my pack, which is a Gossamer Gear Mariposa, underneath the footing on mine, even though, and you put yours under your body, I think. I think that was fine. We had 20-degree Enlightened Equipment quilts and Sea to Summit. I think it's a reactive liner, which supposedly adds like 20 degrees to your bag. All I know is I needed that desperately. If I didn't have that, I think it would have been, I don't know, 20 degrees must be like a survival rating for men or something. I don't know. And I was wearing down booties that I made. Totally. That was the warmest thing I had on by far. My feet were totally awesome. And I'm having coffee right now. Let's see. I wore merino long underwear because I run cold at night. And I kept on a merino bra and merino underwear. And then I took off my hiking shirt and I wore an Alpha Direct 60 weight and a alpaca hat. And I was fine. John runs a lot hotter, so I think he slept just like in underwear, a pair of shorts or something. I don't know. Yeah, water. We filtered down low. You might be able to see there's some ice in those. I brought them inside, turned them upside down. My boots, I have winter boots on, and they have like a liner that comes out. So I brought the liner inside and put the 2 full ones upside down in the liner because water freezes from the top down. So they were halfway frozen, maybe this morning.
I mean,
It was
there
cold.
was ice in it. It wasn't
Yeah,
half.
it's not solid.
Not half of the water was frozen, but
Anyway, and also we have these snap bowls, and they are not snapping at all. I don't know if it's because they were stored flat for so long or if it was cold. We never had a problem with them, but I know other people have. So now we have. And John has a set of modal straps that we're using to kind of hold them together, which is good. We're going to have oatmeal for breakfast that I made using Andrew Skirka's recipe. And we had his rice and beans for dinner last night. They're just super calorie dense and cheap. If you make it yourself, it's super cheap. And they taste good. So there's that. That's what's going on here. I think those are the most important gear things. We slept with our electronics in a little bag inside of our sleeping bag. What other winter stuff? I don't know. We're using IsoPro fuel and it's working fine.
10 ounces each.
10 ounces. It's actually to your desire.
So what do you think?
10 to 12 ounces.
12 ounces?
I don't know. Whatever you can get. We have not been up to the summit yet. So sunrise was at 5:40, I think. I was up at 5:30 and I'm not going to run out of there. So we haven't been up yet. And last night we didn't go up for sunset because clouds rolled in. I could see the sunset over this way and it was not worth it. We were hungry, so we got set up instead. Okay, I'm rambling. Oh, And this morning we were serenaded, it just stopped actually, by a fox sparrow, which is one of the more uncommon birds up here. That was a fox sparrow. I don't know if it is coming through. There's a whole bunch of them. Very cool. This is the Hancocks over in here. The Osceolas, actually, yeah, Osceolas right there. Sandwich Mountain. The tri-pyramids on this end over here. White-faced Pass Conaway. Chicorowa. This is Signal Ridge, so when you're walking along and you have the view of Mount Lowell, that's it. There's that cool talus slope right there too. Pretty neat. And then this is Mount Lowell. It's hard to see because the shadow is on the side of it. This is all the slides. And then I think that's Anderson, Nancy, and Bemis right here. That's the Carters and Wildcats out there, I think. And then, of course, the presidentials, Washington, with some snow on it. Southern presidentials coming down this way. And Jefferson over there. All right, Vos Spur right there. And then, of course, you can see the Lincoln Slide over here, coming off of Lincoln and North Lincoln, and then, of course, Lafayette next to it. Garfield is that little point right in the center behind West Bond, I believe. Yeah, and then this is like the Bonds and the Twins. Beautiful, no wind. It's about 8 o'clock right now. It is a little chilly. It certainly helps to not have any wind. Some ice on the trees right there. Okay, Mount Carrigain. We are gonna head down and bushwhack over to the parking lot peak. And then head out. Oh, beautiful Saturday. Back on Signal Ridge now, looking up at the fire tower. Vos Spur in the foreground. We're wearing our spikes because there is a monorail, but just not out here, so we are dulling our rock spikes right now, but it's kind of annoying to have to take them on and off all the time. So we're just gonna keep them on. So we've come through this area when there was 40-mile-an-hour winds. That was crazy. Fun, interesting to experience, but you don't want to get blown off the side. All right. Up a little higher, you get a view out towards this side of the Hancocks. But, all right. Beautiful day. I hope people are out hiking. We're ready to set off on our bushwhack now. So this is coming down Signal Ridge Trail, and probably everybody who's done Carrigain has noticed this off to the side here. It used to be marked on Gaia as a forest road, sorry. And now I just looked at it, titled, looks like a trail, but it's not.
Sawyer River Road.
It does, and it's called, I'm Gaia now, it's called Carrigain Brook. It's an old logging road, and John and I took it once when we did a loop over the Captain and then up to Carrigain and came down this way, and it'll take you out near Sawyer River Road if you follow the road, this road all the way. But you do have to do a water crossing at the end, and I did have to get wet on that. And it was overgrown quite a bit. There was a lot of sprucey stuff like this in the entire trail for some sections of it. But it was still fun to do. I think we did that 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. So let's look at where we're going. We're gonna start down at, also there was like a big campsite there used to be. Not that far in, it had a fire ring and stuff. Okay, so where are we here?
We're here.
Ooh, let me see if I can get it to, okay. Yeah.
We're going there.
We're going to that red dot.
We'll come down here a little bit. We don't have to come all the way down to here where it's
No.
closest. We can.
And then from the summit,
Go up
do you think we can kind of aim
I think we can go
back
wherever.
towards the parking?
I think we should try to come out over here.
Over there.
Yeah, just bypass
Yeah, that steep
this stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's our plan. This is going to be Signal Ridge Parking Lot Peak. Let's go get it. Made it up. It was pretty easy, open woods, at least currently. There's like a P spray painted in red on that tree, and then the jar is right here. Ta-da, have not opened it yet. Let's go take a look and see what the last sign-ins were. This is our check-in page. The booklet is less than half full. It was placed in 2019. And the inside of the cover, let me get to it. I should have planned this better. Let's see. There it is, 2243. All right, and we're not gonna head out the way we came in, right?
No, definitely not the way.
Okay. It was excellent. Like, it gets a little bit sprucey near the top, but I mean, this is it. Look at it. There was a little bit of hobble bush down low, but it hadn't leafed out yet, so I don't know. We're looking there. I think we could get off of this any number of ways. Also, several instances of large bear scat, some of which was pretty fresh. No berries in it, it's like all seeds. And there was at least one that was old, but yeah, the bears are out here. Okay, this was Signal Ridge Parking Lot Peak for the 500 highs. We are heading down now on a route that's gonna intercept Signal Ridge Trail. There was kind of 3 possibilities for us to go out if we didn't take the same way back, and one of them would take you out right at the parking lot, and then one was a little further up the trail but might have some steep at the end. That's the one we're doing. And then there was another one that would take you out further up the trail without any slope angles showing. But just look at how nice these woods are. It's crazy. I love this. And the slope angle was yellow, so it won't be anything tough. Super nice bushwhacking. Plus we can see the views of all the surrounding. Oh, look at that's, oh, it's hard to see maybe. That is Mount Lowell over here. It's super steep. This is Carrigain Notch. We are back on Sawyer River Road now. There's some remnants of past habitation out here. There was actually, I think there was a town out here. There was definitely logging concern and all kinds of stuff. And there's that big building. Did I already go by it? I think coming up on this side, there's gonna be foundations. Yeah, this should be about 14.5 to 14.75, depending on whose watch you're looking at. And that bushwhack to Signal Ridge Parking Lot Peak was really simple. And the way we came out was really fast. So it was easy. I think no matter which way you approach that, I think the woods are gonna be good. We past a couple of skidder roads. I think 3 coming down and 2 going up. Unfortunately, they go around the mountain. They don't go up to the summit. Here's another cellar hole with a bunch of stuff at it. I don't know if I've ever actually noticed that one. Huh. The stuff you notice when you're not driving the road. Yeah, I'm actually always looking at the thing over here, which is a huge foundation down this bottom of this drop off. Yeah, that was a simple bushwhack. Probably be harder as you got more into summer, but still, I think it would be not bad. And it was short. Going up, it took us like half an hour. Coming down was faster even than that, I think. So, yep, that was good. All right, this is Carrigain. It finished. Carrigain finished our May calendar day. No, April. This is April. We have 3 left in May, and then a September, an October, a January, and a March. So hopefully next March we will be finishing out our calendar day. Yeah, there's that big remnant there. And then there's like private land right here. So there's a RV park back there. And then there's a little house right here. Okay, that was excellent. The weather is quite nice right now. You'd never know how cold it was last night. Man. As we were approaching the end of Sawyer River Road, 2 emergency vehicles were coming northbound. And now we just came around a corner here. Let's see if it comes back. Looks like there's a fire. Yeah, oh wow, look at that. Holy smokes. I heard a train this morning. I think a lot of the fires are generally started by the trains coming through here. This is, what is this, Frankenstein Cliff area?